order this regular meeting of the Ojai Arts Commission. Liaison, Bridget, would you please roll call? Present.
Vice Chair Steiner.
Here.
Microphone.
Here.
Okay, looks like, want to try the other two? What happened? Your mic's gone?
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
All right, and it appears Commissioner Leeds and Grau are absent. Got that? All right. Pledge of allegiance.
Everybody stand?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, everyone cool with the agenda? We really only have one item.
Excuse me, I want to close the door.
You guys good on the agenda?
Yes, the agenda looks.
Aye. All right. Now we saw, we've seen this, but it'll be good to go on public record for the public to see the recent, do you want to introduce the movie for us? We're having the presentation movie.
Oh, that's marvelous. This is,
For the sound arch.
oh, even though we did it before?
Yeah, we're going to show it for,
Okay.
that was.
Oh, good. I didn't realize it.
sorry.
I am delighted that we will see a video, which is an interview that Smitty conducted with conservator Camilla Corbella of LA Arts Labs. Camilla and her team on August 20th conserved and performed maintenance on the sound arch at the entry to Libby Bowl. This work is a 2011 work by the artist Trimpin, and the video will speak for itself in terms of the complexity and overall achievement of the conservation.
Good, go ahead.
So my name is Camila Corbella, and I am the owner and principal conservator of LA Art Labs. So we're a Los Angeles-based conservation studio that focuses on art conservation, sculptures and paintings. And we have done a very comprehensive assessment of the collection, the civic collection of art in the city of Ojai. How we got to do that was through Lisa Shapiro and her company Cura Art. So Lisa is an OG Ojai girl who grew up here with her family, and she has a really wonderful family that I also feel very connected to. And so she brought me on with the team at LA Art Labs to first assess the whole art collection that the city has, which is incredible in depth and diversity. And so once we assessed every single piece, and we basically came out here together to look at every single one, assess the condition, see what else could be improved, what kind of treatments are necessary, what would be a wish list in terms of better care and protect these artworks that are scattered around the city and make the city so much more special and beautiful. And so now we embarked onto one first phase in terms of treatment, and it's basically the care of the sound arc. It's special because it was particularly conceived for this park. Yeah, what I think is wonderful also to begin with is that it's interactive, and that it actually works with the people that are visiting the park or that are going to enjoy a concert at the bowl. And so, art generally speaking is wonderful, but when it's interactive and the public can be involved accordingly, it makes everything much more special, it's like a little bit of magic. The piece itself, it has a couple of issues that can be very well remedied through maintenance. And we'll have to also, based on our initial cleaning, inspect all the surfaces on a closer level in order to then see what else we have to actually do, and basically build a 2 to 5 year plan for the artwork in order to anticipate if any other repairs are needed. So we have different composite materials that the arc is composed of, and we have concrete that has its own kind of degradation phenomena, which just through wear, because it's an outdoor sculpture, everything is being weathered, and there are a couple of cracks and chips that will be stabilized after the initial cleaning, and then also compensated for loss, so that it is more wholesome and doesn't draw the eye to where any defects currently are. And then the metal will be considered after the cleaning with also very thorough inspection. Any areas of corrosion, which is very normal at this stage for an outdoor sculpture, will also be treated. The corrosion byproducts will be removed, and then the area passivated, so no new corrosion will occur, and then isolated in terms of protecting the surface that had been aggregated before just by weathering. And then there are bird droppings, spider nests, and other debris that also just crack down the material. So we remove everything in order to also then add to the long-term preservation of the piece. We have a couple of people on the team today, and there is Ruth. Ruth actually has a PhD in contemporary art conservation. She is our senior conservator and is obviously an incredibly smart and talented. Then we have Malika. She just graduated a while back, and she has been on the team for a couple of months already, and has been already jumping into all different projects. She's interested in a career in conservation. Lisa is a newer member of the team, and I really wanted her to come because it's such a special experience. Also, working with public art is very different than the projects that she has been exposed to before, and she will also enter the the academic path of becoming a conservator. So Clarice, who just bundled up because it's hot in the sun. She's an artist, and so she's in a supportive role, and she has been with us now for a longer time actually, and is very sympathetic towards materials because she has a very involved practice. Eric, who's currently taking a break, he's just helping also in the capacity of an assistant and facilitator. So he will take over very particular parts of the cleaning, which will also include some very light, gentle pressure washing. It sounds more pressure than actually will be executed. We have a very eclectic client portfolio, and that's really wonderful because that means that also the projects that we're entrusted with are very varied in scope and also what the desired outcome is. So we do a lot of public projects also in Los Angeles. We have museums under contract, so we do regular maintenance, but then also special projects. And we are currently very involved with particularly the Broad Museum, where I oversee the physical well-being of each painting that is in their collection, but then also we are focusing a lot on preparing the inaugural exhibition for George Lucas Museum, which is supposed to open next year, and we're currently having over 20 projects in the pipeline, and we have, I think, completed around 200 thus far for the museum opening. But then we also have a lot of private clients that have museum grade collections, or private clients that just really care about their art. And then the other main component of the business, unfortunately, has developed emergency response So in the aftermath of the California fires, we're heavily involved with helping our clients resurrect their collections from, you know, the fire areas. Like everybody here also, like, you know, is involved in academia or like outreach in one degree or another, or like in the capacity of like together we're now working on a paper for the American Institute of Conservation about, for instance, our disaster recovery efforts. But then also I teach, for instance, conservation in various capacities, and I go once a year to Asia to teach conservation there, and that is enabled by the Fund for Cultural Development sponsored by the US. So that's really wonderful. Anybody who engages in conservation on like the active level really loves it and believes in how important it is to preserve our collective memory and make society better through our endeavors. There is something about caring for public artworks that is so important, because it's actually art that is really needed, where we can all not just benefit from it, but also a point of conversation, if like a gathering point. It has so many different functions that are so important, and so our endeavors in terms of spending our time to help preserve that is of such utmost importance, and it makes our work so much more meaningful in the end. And yeah, we're just grateful to be part of this. Also, Ojai, the city, taking, you know, their stewardship so important with preserving the collection that they have, which is so beautiful. And yeah, just honored to be a part of this, and grateful for the inclusion.
Thank you, Camilla. Wasn't that nice?
So we thought the public would enjoy that, both in terms of the qualifications of the conservators and also the good work they're doing. While display is a large part of the purposes of public art, maintenance is as well. And so we're beginning with Trimp and Arch, but as we noted when we met with the City Council, there's been years of deferred maintenance, and so this commission is taking seriously its obligations to conserve and protect our public art.
I just want to say thank you for spearheading that, Christine. It looks amazing. It just really looks beautiful.
It's great now, yeah.
Yeah, it's shiny and beautiful and deserving, and we're going to do the same thing with our other important pieces of public art here too. I particularly liked how she gave a shout out to her crew and recognized those were 6 jobs that were provided to people in the creative community, and those are jobs that we could have here in Ojai as part of stewarding our public art.
Although a PhD in contemporary sculpture conservation is a little narrow. We might not find those qualifications here in Ojai.
Thank you, Bridget, for facilitating their visit here. It was a hot day and they had water, I know. So everyone get out there and look at your Trimp Arch, your sound arch by Trimpin, and enjoy that. I remember that's when they renovated the bowl, 2005 or something like that. That was a beautiful civic project, and so more to come. All right, public comments, shall we move on? I have one here. Brady and Nick are here. And I think I know why. Welcome back.
Good evening, Arts Commission members. As you know, my name is Nicholas Wiseman. I am the chair of the Ojai Film Society, and I'm joined here tonight with Vice Chair Brady Hahn. On behalf of our 9-person volunteer board, I'd like to reiterate our thanks to the Arts Commission. You all have consistently been our champions, and I want to emphasize how appreciative we are for the work in supporting the arts in Ojai and what we do at Libby Bowl. We wanted to share a brief update with you as requested about our progress in securing dates for Libby Bowl for 2026 and beyond. The discussions with Ojai Valley Music and the city has been ongoing, but moving in a very positive direction. So we should be in good shape to do our dates next year, maintaining Fridays. So it's in process. It's moving forward, and I really appreciate you all bringing it up a couple months ago and keeping tabs on it. So I'll pass it to Brady to give you some highlights from this summer.
While we're here, we are such proud partners of the city, and since coming to the Bowl in 2022, we've had over 14,000 RSVPs across 24 screenings. So far this summer, we've actually hosted 2,000 attendees for 4 of our 6 films, outdoors, in community, for free. We have engaged over 30 partners across the valley. In addition to our 9-person board, we have 20 other volunteers who join us every other week in the summer on Fridays for those events. They range in age from 4 years old to over 70, which is really wonderful. Additionally, we have had help from the Arts Commission grant, and for that we are going to be able, over the course of the summer, bring 8 filmmakers out to Ojai from different parts of the country, which we're really proud of, as well as showcase 6 Ojai Artist Spotlights, which are featuring local artists Joel Fox, Jennifer Jordan Day, Amun Levy, Jamie Stratford, Michael Jorgensen, and Ben Grace. Livy Bowl is a wonderful public resource, and we are so honored to get to share it alongside with fellow artists and organizations in the Valley. And we want to thank you for helping make our 37th year of bringing arts and culture programming here so successful. That will also be in our report that we will be submitting in October at the end of our events. And so we want to say that, of course, as you know, having dates secured helps us plan accordingly, as well as applying for grants like the Arts Commission grant that we'll be applying for again this year. And we want to thank you so much for your endless work in bringing more into the arts economy here in Ojai, and for helping so many organizations fulfill their missions. We do have 2 films left this year that we would love to tell you and everyone else about. Tomorrow, September 19th, we're going to be featuring Speak, which is an independent documentary. And then on October 3rd, we have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So thank you again and for supporting us and for all the important work that you guys do as well.
Wow, thanks.
Thank
Give
you.
them 3 more minutes of that, right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that worked out, and government and the community can work together.
Thank you so much for coming.
We're at the
Thank
movies
you.
tomorrow. Thank you.
Let's look at the consent items, unless there's any other comments. Bridget, no more comments online or anything? Okay.
No more comments.
Okay, minutes. We found, found a couple little typos. I don't know, do we need to turn them back in because of that, or?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. So the only, one was the misspelled word. Where is that, Corinne?
My name misspelled?
Was that what you found? I found something else. I did. And then,
I made some corrections. There's some typos with absent, says I'm absent, but
Yeah.
obviously was not. So I made these corrections. I'll give
with the first
Bridget,
person, let's see.
I'll give Bridget the edits on my copy.
On the material stuff, everything looks good though, Bridget, and what happened. I'm glad we can follow up on that today. So we'll just turn that back in, okay? And move on.
Can we get a motion on that, though,
Do we need a motion to what?
to approve this?
Can we approve it with the little changes that need to be made, or does it have to go back?
That's okay, I'll take it that way.
I guess we better bring it back because we didn't discuss what the amendments were. So let's just bring it back.
Did you say last time I could bring it back?
Let's just make these couple corrections, and then we'll put a consent next month.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant.
Discussion item, we just have one tonight, and it's
I think Karina has
a
something.
fancy one. Oh, you have comments, I'm sorry, on the minutes? Yes,
I believe last month we moved to approve the minutes with the changes that we submitted.
oh, okay. Can we do that?
Well, we can do it if we discuss the changes, but so I guess.
Let's discuss it. What were you talking about?
The changes are misspelling of my name in consent item 1, and then throughout on the roll call, absent it says Grau Right, but it should be Grau Leads. So those changes will be made on consent items 1, 2, and 3. And then we have on Commissioner Steiner Public Art, just shoring this up by deleting the word "so," which is like an so I don't think that's necessary. And want to clarify that next up is likely the most complex, big red, more complex ruler project. Under mine, we have a typo putting me in the first person, changing that to right. And that was all. So with that,
Commissioner Steiner, did you have something additional? Did? No. Okay. I move with those
Yeah,
corrections, we accept the minutes.
yeah, I second.
Mhm. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, save the trees.
thank you.
All right, ad hoc committee is our discussion item tonight, and I know that Commissioner Karina has a report for us, and we anxiously look forward to that. Did you want to set this up with just a review of what the ad hoc committee is, or would you like me to set it up? I'm gonna do it just for the public too. So this year, again, we're planning to use under the direction, what we're calling our grant committee, and Commissioner Wright, we're using an expert ad hoc committee to do the initial screening of all the applicants for the arts grants that are due at the end of this month, and then bring those findings to us at the following commission meeting, where we will review it and go through the rubric ourselves and excuse ourselves if there's any conflicts, arrange the meeting that way, and then vote on our recommendation to council for the grants, which will go to council in December and hopefully be approved and have the artists in the community have their grants by the beginning of the year. That's what's going on. So Commissioner Carino was asked to bring us a beautiful ad hoc committee. Tell me what happened.
It's my pleasure to introduce the exceptional members of our ad hoc committee for the 2026 ad hoc committee. And they are Michael Addison, Elizabeth Herring, Louise Sandhouse, and Carolyn Wagner. I'll give brief bios of each of them, starting with Michael. Michael Addison's remarkable career in the arts includes over 50 years directing professional theater productions around the world. Notably, he served as the artistic director for the California Shakespeare Festival, which is in the Bay Area, for 9 seasons. He was chair of the theater department at UC San Diego, where he also founded the MFA directing program and went on to serve as provost of Warren College there. Here in Ojai, Michael has been a dedicated leader as well. He served as chair of this very arts commission and chairman of the board of the Ojai Education Foundation. Currently, he serves as a board member of both the Ojai Museum and the Ojai Performing Arts Theater. Elizabeth Herring is an artist based in Ojai, working in photography, sculpture, and installation. Her practice is centered around the investigation into the connections between how image production is intertwined with cultural production and vice versa. The exploration of history material led her to make work more about the narrative and the relationship between place and people. Elizabeth holds an MFA from the California Institute of the Arts, certification from the International Center of Photography, aka ICP, which is located in New York City, a Bachelor of Arts from New York University's Gallatin School. Her work has been exhibited at Curveline Space, Los Angeles, the School for Rural Cultural and Creativity in Matfield Green, Kansas, The Basic Premise, Ojai, Kashmir Radio, which is in Berlin, and Helen's Costume in Portland, Oregon. Additionally, Elizabeth's photographs have been published in the editorial magazine, the Zeitschau Bin, I can't even believe we're going to record that, a German publication, Sleek Magazine, Esquire, and Vice. Louise Sandhouse is an educator, designer, and author. Her distinguished career in graphic design includes her former role as faculty member and program director of the graphic design program at Cal Arts. She is also the founder and co-director of the People's Graphic Design Archive, which is a crowdsourced initiative to preserve and diversify design history. Louise authored Earthquakes, Mudslides, Fires, and Riots, a critically acclaimed book on California graphic design, and she also co-wrote a book about the designer Jerry Kavanaugh. Her work has been featured in major publications and is held in prestigious collections such as the San Francisco MoMA and the Bibliothèque Nationale de France. Recognized with multiple honors, including the AIGA Medal and the Design Icon Award, Louise continues to contribute to the field through leadership roles and archival efforts. Lastly, Carolyn Wagner. Carolyn brings extensive experience in nonprofit leadership, fundraising, and academic administration. She has consulted on major cultural initiatives, including the Getty Foundation's Pacific Standard Time art exhibitions, and worked with organizations such as the Arcadia Performing Arts Foundation and the American Museum of Ceramic Art. Her leadership roles have included serving as president of the Library Foundation of Los Angeles, executive director of the Kravis Leadership Institute at Claremont McKenna College, and senior positions at Scripps College, Claremont Graduate School, and the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County. Carolyn has served on many boards, including the California Preservation Foundation, the Los Angeles Conservancy, and the Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra. A graduate of Scripps College with a PhD from Johns Hopkins University, her dissertation on the Boy Scouts of America continues to be widely cited by scholars and historians. Since moving to Ojai from Pasadena in 2019 with her husband, she has been active in the community, especially as a member of the Ojai Women's Foundation, and has served on the Grants Committee for the past 2 years. As you can see, it's clear that the City of Ojai is in excellent hands. This group brings a remarkable blend of dedication to the arts, professional expertise across a broad range of disciplines, and significant experience in arts administration. I have full confidence that their collective insight and commitment will help ensure a thoughtful, efficient, and seamless grant application process. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our ad hoc committee members for generously giving their time and expertise to this important work. I truly look forward to collaborating with you as we move through this process. Any questions?
Beautiful. No, I just want to just like to thank you for the hard work you did in pulling this together. But my goodness, you know, this is a real testament to the depth of the arts professionals that we have in this community that have not been connected, you know, either with this commission or with government, and to have these people in a place where they live here, be able to participate in that. It's a service not just to our artists and the commission and to our arts organization in this town, but it's a service to them as well. So I thank you for doing that. I just see I just was making a list. We have someone from past Arts Commission, Foundation work, fine arts, education. I heard Cal Arts and Getty theater. It sounds like a very diverse and expert group, and I have no problem with it and look forward to seeing what they come back with. You have anything for us? Do we need a motion to accept them as the members? I thought so. So I'll make a motion that we accept Michael Addison, Elizabeth Herring, Louise Sandhouse, and Carolyn Wagner, if I got those names right, and Karina Wright, as the chair of the Grants Ad Hoc Committee to make the recommendation to us after reviewing. I'm going to get rid of all that second half of that committee. Period.
Period.
Okay.
I second.
Okay.
Does that mean I can now comment?
Now we can have discussion.
Thank you. So first, Karina, I want to thank you because this is an extraordinarily talented group of arts professionals who are going to work with us. It's advisory only, and in fact, then our recommendation is advisory only also. But I just want to note, as Smitty noted also, Michael Addison has a deep connection to this commission, having served on it and having served as chair. Elizabeth Herring served on the mural jury for the summer camp mural, so she has a connection to us as well. Louise Sandhouse served on the jury for the determination for the design of the city's centennial logo, if you recall, just a very few years ago. And Carolyn Wagner's work with the Women's Fund Grant Committee is also going to be of great help to you as we go through this. So congratulations. It, as Smitty said, it just shows the depth of arts professionals. And I wish you luck next year finding another ad hoc committee, because this one hits it out of the park, for me to use my first sports metaphor ever.
Thank you, Christine. I did forget to mention Elizabeth being on the mural committee and Louise's involvement with that, so thank you for that.
I think I'll make a presentation to City Council next meeting, and tell them, maybe a little update on this, and I was going to ask, and you recall that we wanted to make sure that our PR efforts, our communication efforts, are active during this whole grants process, so we'll maybe do a press release on this as well, too, if it passes.
On that subject, but unrelated to it, I thought there was going to be press coverage of the Trimpin
Yeah,
artist,
it was submitted.
Trimpin's Sound Arch.
It was submitted to the. I wrote one.
Yeah, well, let's
and
hope
submitted
it gets,
The
let's hope
paper,
it-
maybe it'll be in the paper tomorrow.
maybe,
We'll see.
okay, we shall see.
We'll see. I did put it on social media.
I do have a couple more details
Yes, thank you.
regarding the procedure and timeline. I don't know if you want to separate those out.
Let's do the vote and then hear that. So I don't think it affects the vote, so. All right,
Ayes,
Aye.
noes, ayes have it, motion passes.
please, go ahead.
I just wanted to reiterate the terms of the procedure and timeline. We went over this at our last meeting, but I just want, as a point of clarification, everyone to know that this committee will meet independently. The members will review the applications independently once we get them from the city at the close of the grant cycle. Usually a week after that, I'll get all of the grants and I'll be able to distribute them to the committee. During that time, which is a 2 to 3 week process, the members will review them independently, and then we'll convene as a group the first week of November to deliberate and finalize our grant recipient recommendations. And it's my expectation that we'll follow the same timeline as last year, with our committee's recommendations scheduled for discussion and vote at our November Arts Commission meeting, which is November 20th. Do you have any questions?
No, just
Okay.
like a machine.
Yeah, and again, I want to thank the ad hoc committee for your commitment to supporting and strengthening the vibrant arts community here in Ojai. I really appreciate it if you're listening. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you. I'll just move on then to our, I think our agenda is kind of set unless someone wants to mention something now that you haven't already for future agenda items.
I want to make sure that the presentations by grant applicants
Yes.
are invited. You got that
Yes.
covered?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And this year's grant applicants you're talking about? Yeah, right. And
Are there any commission reports?
Commissioner, oh, I missed that part. Commissioner Steiner, do you have a public art report?
No,
It's fine. Commissioner Wright, do you have a report? And then,
I think I just gave my report.
I think you did too.
Thank you, though.
I can just, I'll just report that we were pleased to have our joint meeting with the council last month, and I think that was, Mayor Andy did a great job in kind of setting this up as not just an event that happened, but rather than a process that will occur in the future to try to incorporate the understanding of arts into, you know, every aspect of the activities and planning activities that happen at the city level. I think tonight may be his last liaison representation for us too, and we're going to finish pretty soon here too. And strategic planning, I'm still targeting that for winter. Staff liaison report.
no,
Shall we move on? Did you
future
have something?
agenda items,
Did I what?
future agenda items.
I thought we did that. Okay, I
it-
went out of order, but yes, if you have something.
You got the one about
Yes.
inviting everyone
Yeah.
to present next meeting. Okay.
And I have one as
Yes.
well, which is the public art tour brochure. So a little bit of background here. Back in October, we decided to go ahead and reprint, just simply reprint the extant public art tour brochures because they had run out. And the hope and expectation is that we are going to move forward with some dispatch to get everything online, and then the brochure would be online. However, in the meantime, we needed the printed brochures. It was pointed out to us, and thank you to Valerie Freeman, a member of the public, for pointing out to us that at our last meeting that there were certain errors in that brochure. Bridget and I met, and I recommended that we simply cover up those errors, both for expediency and also to correct the materials. It was then brought to our attention again by Valerie Freeman, member of the public, that that was not the right way to do it. And so what I would like to do is put it on the agenda for us to discuss the manner in which we should remediate the public art tour brochure.
So Liaison Bridget, we'll set that on the list for future agenda items. Thank you.
Yes.
And you have a liaison report for us?
I do not.
You
I
do
was
not.
off work all week, so
Oh,
nothing
all right.
to report to you.
Commissioner comments are back on our schedule.
Yes, they are.
That was one of our other agenda items. I was very pleased to hear from the Film Society tonight. Just a great example of, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and, you know, our documents that keep us in order are there for good reason, but decisions that are made and how we do it comes down to goodwill and understanding between people, and I'm glad that, sounds like they're moving in the right direction there. Commissioner Steiner.
Thank you. I just wanted to note that this week is National Arts in Education Week. And so a big thanks to all our educators, all of those arts teachers in all of our schools who do such amazing work on a daily basis, especially when arts is largely ignored, unfortunately, in the schools. Also to those in the community who provide mentorship. To Pam Grau in absentia, we thank her for all she has done for mentoring young people. And to anyone else who is relevant in this field, happy National Arts in Education Week.
Beautiful. Commissioner Karina, do you have any comment?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. Well, I just want to thank you. I so move. Well, thank you all for your time, and Bridget's mom for being in the audience. And with that, I'm going to adjourn this meeting until next month's regular meeting. Thank you.